Ready? This is where we want it. Right?
Stop! Stop! We're not doing that in the video.
Oh, that's so good. I hope that you can hear it.
Okay, everyone, just to start off the video, I have chai tea with me today, and Sally has
Earl Grey.
tea.
Delicious.
Okay.
Both literally have tea.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, Phoebe and I are going to be doing our first ever podcast. I don't know if this is going to go anywhere, but I'm going to name it Episode 1, as you saw. And so, also welcome back to my channel. I'm just kidding. The audio is going on my channel. If you don't want to watch the video, you just want to listen to it. Yes. So, yeah, we're just going to do a little bit of like an intro podcast and try not to interrupt each other. That's one of our biggest weaknesses. Yeah. So, Phoebe, since it's on my YouTube channel, do you want to start with the intro of who you are?
Sure.
Well, obviously I'm Phoebe, and I'm Sally's sister, if you're on Sally's channel. I'm 13. I turned 13 in February, and I'm in 7th grade. So,
Yay.
I'm homeschooling this year again. And she raises a dog for 10 months. We sell puppies, and she's like raising and training a dog. It's actually right behind her in a kennel. So, that's cool. We'll get back into that because we're going to talk about what we're passionate about. Yes. So. Okay, so you guys know me, and one of my recent videos, I did 100 facts about me, so you really do know 100 facts about me. But yeah, I'm Sally. I'm 18 years old. I'm also Phoebe's sister. There's just like this lamp in between us, so we look at each other looking through this huge thing. Yeah. Yeah, so we have, well, I have 5 siblings, and then we also have a foster daughter, or like our family, our parents, I guess. And yeah, we lived together for a while, but right now I actually moved out. I live in a house an hour and a half away from our farmhouse, and I dance ballet with a ballet company, Christian ballet company. So yeah, that is what I'm doing right now, and I graduated high school a year ago, so I'm done with that. Thank the Lord. Also, we're at the lake house right now, so that's a perk. That's just, that's pretty cool. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we're just that out there. Yep. So, yeah, we thought it would be fun to do a podcast episode. Okay, well, we both listen to podcasts a lot. Phoebe? A lot. Like, I listen to them to go to bed sometimes, and yeah. I listen to a lot of, like, I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of variations of podcasts. I literally listen to, like, 2 or 3. So, that's fun, but yeah. And I like to listen to, like, couple podcasts about, like, family and stuff, and then I listen to Jordan Lee Dooley's podcast. She's like a really inspirational influencer, and she's super cool and has her own business and writes books, and she's just an awesome person. So yeah, that's fun. And then I also like nutrition podcasts. I listen to Sarah Grace Meckelberg, and I really like her podcast. It's called Real Solutions. So yeah. That's a cool name. Yeah, it's like soul, like your soul. Yeah. Yeah, Real Solution. Right now, quarantine is in full swing, and that's kind of crazy. And thankfully, no one in our immediate family has got, I don't know what you say, has the coronavirus. But our family, like extended family has it, some of them, and well, we're all quarantined, so it still affects everybody. So I hope you guys are doing well in quarantine. And I'm back from my house where I live right now to be home, and I am doing online stuff for my dance program, and yeah, so that's been interesting, but other than that, I basically just have a butt ton of time to do stuff, and all the homeschooling kids are like, we're not allowed to say that. I'm just kidding. What? Yeah, I just have a whole lot of time to do stuff, and I've been FaceTiming friends, hanging out with my family, I'm watching a puppy for my parents, and that's basically it. Yeah, so we're like dog moms together. We're also rooming at the lake because we both like this room the best. Also, can you tell them what it's like doing dance online? Because I feel like that would be confusing for someone who didn't know. Yeah, so we get on like a messenger video or like Zoom or whatever, and someone will lead devotions, and then we'll try to do worship music sometimes, although that's hard with like Wi-Fi connection. And then one person will be teaching that day, and so they'll like have their camera and then their Instagram live, and they'll turn on both and teach us a class. And then if we have meetings or something with the company afterward, then we just get on with them privately, I guess, and have a meeting. It's really not that, like, intricate. It's pretty simple. How has quarantine changed your life, or hasn't it?
It pretty much hasn't. I mean, besides having my brother home from college for a month, having Paul home was a change, and then having you home wasn't much of a change because she came home during the weekends, and just, it hadn't been that long since you have moved out.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like, I don't know. And having Jane home from school.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it's just changed, like, my creative, like, I painted my wall. I, like, am randomly trying to paint things, or, like, I wrote a poem today, like, just random things I don't do. I played the guitar today. So things like that I wouldn't usually do. But other than that, I feel like quarantine hasn't really changed anything.
Yeah. And I've also gotten back on my YouTube game. That's mostly due to being at the lake, because once we go back to the farm, we can't upload because we usually would go to a cafe. So, yeah, and that's really sad because quarantine is, like, the time to actually get your game on and, like, start doing stuff because people are on YouTube a lot more, but
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. So then the last question, I guess, for this podcast that we were going to ask just for, like, this whole intro video is, what are we passionate about?
Well, this definitely about, so when I was, I don't know, I'm a very, like, I kind of know what I want to do. That doesn't necessarily mean that I know my future, but I just know what I kind of wanted to do. I've grown up with dogs my entire life, and, like, puppies. So I was just sort of like, I'm not going to be a dog person. I'm so going to have horses, and I'm going to, and then whenever I got this opportunity to train a dog, for some reason I was in the right mindset that day, and I just happened to agree to it. And so I'm training a dog now for 10 months, and I've only done, well, I don't know, like 6 months of it. And wait, no, more than 6. What am I saying? Like 8 months of it. Yeah. I've done like 8 months of it, and I already, like, I see that I'm more into dogs, and I definitely have something that I'd like to do in the future with dogs. And not even, I don't want to say, like, my mind is open, because that's so cliche, but, like, sort of, like, my whole, like, what is that, idea of what my future job could be is a little bit shifted, because I have a few more options now in sight and in my mind, I guess. So, but yeah, all to say, I'm very passionate about dog training and dogs and stuff. I don't know, that sounds really dumb, but
That's good.
and my friend got a dog, and she moved to Louisiana, and I've been, like, over text coaching her with her dog, and that's really fun.
Yeah, cool. Do you want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm passionate about a lot of things, I feel like. Namely Jesus and, like, his call in my life. That's like my main focus in life, but obviously it's, like, not always easy to keep that as the main focus. So I dance with a Christian ballet company, and that has been, like, my favorite thing growing up. Like, my favorite. I love dancing. But this year I experienced a lot of anxiety, and with my job I just struggled a lot. And so I kind of lost sight of my desire to dance, and I also got a toe injury, so I couldn't dance. So it just felt like there was no reason to what I was doing. So, like, with anxiety, I lost a lot of my desire to be dancing and a lot of my vision for why I was dancing, and so all this stuff kind of, like, culminated to make me wish that I hadn't done what I was doing. And then quarantine happened, and so I've been home, and I watch dancing, and I love it still, but it is, like, hard to have my mindset back. I don't know. I just, like, kind of lost some of my joy, but I have little glimpses of what I remember it used to be like and how I used to feel about it, and I loved it so much. Like, my mindset was just so, I don't know. I was so focused and set on it.
Positive? Like,
yeah. I loved it. And so I'm trying to, like, trust the Lord that he sees it, and I'm going to go back next year for another year of dancing there, and yeah, it's going to be good. So I'm excited. I think I'm going to get a new job, but other than that, nothing's really going to change, but I think that if I change inside, it will be a very good year. So yeah. So I got to room with, like, one of my best friends this past year, and then another one of my best friends is moving in with me and going to be my roommate next year. Well, I hope you guys liked this video, and please comment if you like the podcast setup, because we could,
like, not even the podcast, like, set up, because we know it's ratchet, right? Are you talking about
like, the setup, like, what we're talking about in this whole thing on the YouTube channel.
Like,
yeah. So if you like this podcast, Comment what you would like to see us do next and ask some questions, and we will try to make another one. And
follow our Instagrams because we might be asking questions on there
yes,
for the next episode.
Yeah, those will be linked right here and in the description too, I think. Well, mine's at the end of the video, no matter what.
And on my channel, it's at the end of the video, no matter what. I think. Maybe not. I don't know.
Mine is. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll probably make this a lot more professional as we go. But right now, we're just like testing it out. So this will be like the one that doesn't have like a question we ask every time, or music in the beginning and the end, or a name. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the post notifications, and comment below what you want to see us do next for a